shit sad, bro. Mm. Pretty sad, man. That shit sad, man. Shit hurt. That shit hurt. That shit really hurt. What's up, Sam? That hurt, y'all. That shit hurt. That's so really hurt. Because I've been saying for years, don't sacrifice your credibility by saying out loud. I've been saying for years, don't be so adamant and quick to jump on a position because you feeling emotional. I try to save my brother from so much shit to try to explain that, look, normal people and no, not dick riding. That's not normal what niggas was doing. What niggas do with ticket. And see what happened when you don't challenge yourself, you surround yourself with fuck boys and won't be famous. You see what happens when you surround yourself with them and you got a bunch of who want to be buddy with you no matter what. Nothing you can do is wrong. And they don't know, and you don't get checked. You don't have that check. When you go around real people, you just thought I was lunching the whole time. Huh, Ticket? Then you got around, I told you before that because you played basketball don't mean you know the game. It don't mean you know the game no better than nobody else trying to tell you. And I was trying to explain to you, most mother general managers picked great teams and made great draft picks, never dropped the basketball in their life. I tried to tell you all that, and telling you about Draymond Green years before you got into this thing. Explaining to you, you need to calm down. I tried to save you from this because I don't care what you fanboys say, bro. You know what I say count more than them niggas say. And you to you. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you put stock into what I say. But if you put more stock into what I said, what happened to you today would have never happened. Bro, this is an L, okay? This is a complete L. I want you to understand. This is not a winning situation when this happens.
Out of the way. And two, you think Draymond, it ain't.
That's what we're not doing. Now, everybody can unmute themselves. We was only at for 15 minutes. It was longer than we should have been. Everybody got their point. Everybody got their point.
I didn't really get to get my back. I just want to say about Draymond. I think Draymond is a highly slept on player. A lot of people come on here and they say Draymond sucks at basketball. You guys got to factor in basketball is not scoring. You got to play. He's a playmaker. He's a leadership guy. You know, he's a galvanizer. On top of that, like Draymond, when it's time to go to war, who do you think's in the huddle hyping Stephen Clay up? It's little things like intangibles that we don't factor in that Draymond does.
No. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on, wait.
Hey,
wait.
Bro.
That's what happened.
He hyped them to 4 championships.
Ron, that's cool. Hey, look, do you
got? I want y'all to see this.
He's a leadership guy. You know, he's a galvanizer of men. On top of that, like, Draymond, when it's time to go to war, who you think's in the huddle hyping Stephen Clay up? It's little things like intangibles that we don't factor in that Draymond does.
Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
Players in the Hall of Fame?
Hey,
Wait,
bro.
That's what happens.
He hyped the 4 championships.
Right, now, cool. Jay Will, do you have anything that you want to touch on before we move on?
Well, I think Buddy with the Heat hat on his trip for one. You know, he's like, Jay, we're telling the truth. No, let me telling the truth, but you don't really understand. Nobody running the motherfucking high low nowadays in the NBA. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And two, you think Draymond? It ain't just Draymond Green's game, bro. His game is based off Steph Curry moving the ball. All that shit comes in the I agree with you. No, you agree with Jay. You don't have your shine. You had your shine already. Look, you just don't really understand the game of basketball too well, like come from a player standpoint. I don't know. I played for 15 years. I feel you gotta play for 15 years, but you didn't really learn to how to play the game the right way. You know. First of all,
Y'all said the sound was choppy. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Jason Williams, NBA player, tell Ticket, you don't understand basketball for real. I played 15 years. Yeah, I knew you play the right way. That's not what I wanted for you. That's not true. Sacramento, that ain't true, but okay, Tyrone. That's not true, but okay. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want to hear Slim, that's a loss. When you come on a panel and the NBA player basically, you don't know nothing about basketball. One thing you had going for you, saying all this shit, the fanboy and everybody else could say you play basketball. Shit, even I said, well, he played basketball, so he know better than this. But when somebody in the NBA says you don't really know basketball, that's not a W, Brody. That all that other shit that you said, man, you not. This is why you can't have fuck boys on your panel not challenging you. And you can't be too thick-headed to listen.
That is 100% facts. And see, but you know what? I'll double down on it, Jay Will, because the fact that he played 15 years and is saying some of this stuff tells me that he's just saying this stuff. He's just faking it. He just doesn't like Draymond Green as a person.
I know.
He has a dislike for Draymond Green as a person. He's talked about it. And like I said before, he's even called him. He even says that he doesn't like he doesn't like the you know, the feistiness, the fouls, and you know, some of the snaps might be considered now.
Man, boys in Lamont chat room. I thought you was cool with Ticket. I am. That don't mean I agree with this dumb shit. I talked to him about this 3 years ago. Stop saying this dumb shit. Yes, I told him, young, you're going to end up on somebody else's platform where you can't control it, and you're going to get the Kwame Brown.
These things. So, again, you're dealing with a guy, Ticket TV, who's played, like he said, 15 years, albeit overseas, you know, in some third world country. He still played basketball. But Will pointed something out. You didn't pick up on the game. You didn't bother learning the game. I even said this before. I mean, there's a lot of big men, right? We talk about how still struggles to break down the game.
This Lamont with that old right. I'm supposed to just ride with ticket. No, this is he wrong. And I tried to get him. I don't want this to happen. I know eventually you dick riders are gonna get tired of looking like goofies, and y'all gonna shy away from listening to what he say because some of y'all niggas just stands. As long as he say something bad about Ron James, y'all listen. Right. Remember, I told you a panel full of niggas not talking about nothing. A bunch of niggas who can't challenge you, who don't challenge you, a bunch of yes men.
I think sometimes when you're a big man, when you're a center, the game is so dumbed down for you that you really don't understand the ins and outs of how an offense is ran or created. Because big men, especially in the 90s or even the early 2000s, they had minimal roles with regard
you can't
to
run around
how the offense functioned. Right? They were usually the receivers of the ball, and they could finish the play. They just had to put in the right place and finish the play. That's generally how it is. Talk about Shaquille O'Neal, but Shaquille O'Neal was a finisher. He wasn't one of those guys setting the offense up, making sure guys was in the right spot, making sure that the defense was shifted over here, reversing the ball to make sure, doing certain things to make sure the final results of the play are in favor of the offense. I think that's what point guards, even wings like Pippen, players that handle the ball, understand the game. I think they understand it a little bit more intricately than certain big men. I think Ticket TV was stuck in the paint for so long. You guys have watched him play on some of the film that he shows. He's just a big man that's on the receiving end of understanding of how the basketball plays actually develop. A 15-year pro in third world countries.
Some of the real OGs in the game.
Yeah.
Not only is Ben Wallace a Hall of Fame, but Ben Wallace is a Hall of Fame. The same reason why Drake is on that. Exactly. Ben Wallace actually dominated in one area. He has.
See, when Tickets TV starts doing this is where he kills himself. You can't run around parading and celebrating a player like Ben Wallace, a guy that you can give him 20 threes and he might make one or two. I mean,
see, that's the problem. Like he said, Jason, you heard what Jason Williams said.
This is ran or created because the big men, especially in the 90s or even the early 2000s, they had minimal roles with regards to how the offense functioned. Right? They were usually the receivers of the ball.
We got niggas saying that somehow niggas said that Lamont looked bad for saying something. Lamont looked bad. He ain't just go on a motherfucking panel with a former NBA player, NBA champion, NBA All-Star, and get told, nigga, you don't know the game. That happened was the worst thing you could have ever imagined. He just basically said all that overseas basketball don't mean shit. You just basically made an NBA player do that to you. Man, I ain't none of y'all discrediting what Ticket done overseas playing basketball. I tell y'all niggas, do not discredit what he did, because shit, we couldn't even do that. But you put yourself in a position to have an NBA player tell you, nigga, that shit don't mean nothing what you did, because you ain't learned. He listening to niggas who never played and agree with them. Ticket. If he been hearing me and you 5 years ago, you never would have been on the show. Because he would have been like, damn, I need the other dude. He the one that actually know basketball. Well, that's what I say, Texas T. Other people feel differently. That's cool. They got their opinion, just like Ticket got his opinion. But what we talk about is on the court. You don't want to get shut down. This, I don't, nigga. If I'm a pro boxer, do you want to hear Sugar Ray say I'm a boxer? I never got to reach championship level, and I'm on a panel talking Earl Spence up and Sugar Ray. I don't give Tim Bradley and fucking what's the Bama? Andre Ward up there. And they look at me and go, you don't know shit about boxing. And I go, I've been boxing for 15 years. And they go, that's why you never won a championship. And that's why really you never exceeded to this level, because you don't understand the game. Young, you know how much that would crush me.
Right? Years, albeit overseas, in some third world country, he still played basketball. But Jason Will pointed something out. You didn't pick up on the game. You didn't bother learning the game. And I even said this before. I mean, there's a lot of big men, right? People talk about how Kendrick Perkins is still.
I about to say, Texas T, you can't discredit it if you playing 15 years, though. I mean, shit, if you don't understand it, if Rodman and Ben Wallace are Hall of Famers, Draymond is Hall of Fame. What's up, Weezy? But this was the worst possible thing, and I tried to keep this from happening to Ticket years ago. I tried to explain to him, man, stop hating, stop talking like thank you to Homer. That, you know me, when Ticket's TV started going off the rails, I said, I can't be a witness because ain't nobody gonna take me serious if I'm talking basketball. And I keep talking to him, and he talk like this. And then now you finally get up there, you got your name up there with a pro player, and the first thing he says, but I don't know what Buddy talk about. You don't know nothing about. You don't understand basketball.
Like he said, 15 years, albeit overseas, in some third world country, he still played basketball. But Jason Will pointed something out. You didn't pick up on the game.
Yeah.
That he does might be considered basketball.
All y'all dick lickers, y'all niggas who ride my brother's nuts, who paid to be on that panel, because all y'all niggas really, y'all paid to be Ticket friend. Y'all wasn't invited on the panel like me. Y'all niggas gave that cash app so much that he let y'all talk. If we keeping it 100. So all these niggas talking to me, you niggas bought a friend. I didn't have to do that. My shit off the strength of my work. I'm good. I'm one of the best out here.
Tickets. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Hey, bro.
That's
hey,
G, Will, you muted. Do you have anything that you want to touch on before we move on?
Buddy would be having for one, you know, he's like, Jay, I'm telling the truth. No, you might be telling the truth, but you don't really understand. You think, man, ain't nobody, first of all, ain't nobody running the motherfucking high-low NBA. Let's get that out of the way. And two things, it ain't just Draymond Green's game, bro. His game is based off Clay and Steph Curry moving without the ball. All that shit comes in the program. I agree with you. No, you had your shine already. Look, you don't really understand the game of basketball too well, like from a player standpoint. I don't know. I played for 15 years. I feel you got to play for 15 years, but you didn't really learn how to play the game the right way. You know.
That is 100% fact. But you know what? I'll double down on it, Jay Will, because the fact that he played 15 years and is saying some of this stuff tells me that he's just saying this stuff. He's just fake.
And I told y'all the other day, I said, man, Ticket don't believe this shit. He can't. He played basketball. Come on.
He just doesn't like Draymond Green as a person. That's it. He has a dislike for Draymond Green as a person. He's talked about it. And like I said before, he's even called the man unattractive. He even says the man is ugly. Right? He doesn't like he doesn't like the feistiness, the fouls, some of the shenanigans that he does that might be considered non-basketball. He's already admitted that.
I understand him like that.
You're dealing with a guy, TV, who's played, like you said, 15 years, in the third world country. He still played basketball. Now, a lot of big men, right? People talk about how Kendrick Perkins still struggles to break down the game. I think when you're a big man, when you're a center, the game is so dumbed down for you that you really don't understand the ins and outs of how, especially in the 90s or even the early 2000s, they had minimal roles with regards to how the offense
post up, stay out the way.
They were usually the receivers of the ball, and they could finish the play. So they just had to be somewhere at the right place and finish the play. That's generally how we talk about O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was a finisher. He wasn't one of those guys setting the offense. Make sure guys was in the right spot, making the defense over here, reversing the ball to make doing some things to make sure the final results of the play are in favor of the offense. I think that's what point guards, even wings like Pippen, players that handle the ball, understand the game. I think they understand it a little bit more intricately than certain big men. I think Ticket TV was stuck in the paint for so long. You guys have watched some of the film that he shows. Kind of great. He's just a big man.
That was too much big head.
Guards around him that
Lamont, you rutabaga head ass. You ain't had to go that far.
Strong grasp or understand how the how plays actually evolve and develop, even though he is a 15-year pro in third world countries.
See, look, let me tell you something. Lamont Lane, you asparagus spin motherfucker. You. Okay, now I can't go against you. Break that road. You right. You have to take that cheap shot. You brown lemon head looking motherfucker. Go ahead.
I came up on the Ben Wallace and Charles Oakley. I know that. I came up on the realest OGs in the game. Ben Wallace and Charles Oakley couldn't get sand if they fell off a camel either, just like those two.
That man said Ben Wallace and Charles Oakley couldn't hit sand if they fell off a camel either. So. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Let me see. Because I'm listening. Let me listen. Let me see if it's checked. I'm listening. Let me listen. Let me see if I'm gonna refresh. What niggas talking about Ryan? What niggas talking about Ryan? Am I still choppy? Am I still choppy? Like a William Joppy. Choppy. Like a William Joppy.
Wallace in the Hall of Fame. I know, and that's
not only is Ben Wallace a Hall of Famer, Ben Wallace is a Hall of Famer for the same reason why Draymond is going to Exactly. Ben Wallace actually dominated in one area.
See, when Tickets TV starts doing this is where he kills himself. You can't run around parading and celebrating a player like Ben Wallace, a guy that you could give him 20 wide open threes and he might make one or two. I mean, you can't run around parading and celebrating a guy like Ben Wallace or even Dennis Rodman like he's doing if you ain't willing to give a level of credit to Draymond Green for some of the things that he's doing. And the only thing that you want to focus on with Draymond is his inadequacies. He's constantly talking about how he struggles to shoot, but he's never spoken on his defense. Right? He's talking about how teams can sag off of him in the half court, but he doesn't talk about how teams can't double and do those double.
Texas T, I think you going too far. I don't believe that. I think for real, I think like me, look, at one point in time, Lamont was a supporter of the channel, and Lamont, because me and Lamont didn't agree on a lot of shit, remember? And Lamont would be a counterpoint. He'd be a rational counterpoint sometimes to some irrational shit, but he would bring a counterpoint. Once Tickets started, because Lamont wasn't really a big LeBron guy until Tickets started taking it too far. No, you listen to the fact that Lamont doesn't yell when he makes his point. You look at it like, right, exactly. You just look at the fact that Lamont doesn't yell. He doesn't yell at you. He don't call you a jackass or nothing like that. And you look at that like it's being condescending instead of no, he's trying to bring his point to you. And he does it in a different delivery style. He ain't like me. He ain't like Ticket. He ain't like Cellmate. That's okay. It's refreshing sometimes. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it's refreshing. You don't want to hear nigga yelling this. Nah, this is it right here. All of that sound good.
Teams when Draymond Green's
and to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, I was just like the fanboys. I wasn't even listening to what Lamont said. I was basing it off the fact that it was him versus Ticket. Whoa, watch that. I'm admitting I was wrong. That's why I was able to humble myself and talk to FYF like that. And me and him able to have a good rapport and laugh and shit. Cause he know when I got in his ass, I wasn't getting in his ass emotional. I was going on counterpoints. And he was like, damn, this nigga actually arguing some real points. I was the one that made him look at Ben Simmons a little different. He was like, you're the only person that ever made me look at Ben Simmons like this. I said, I don't like Ben Simmons because he regressed ever since college. I mean, every year you get worse, and I gotta keep saying you good. So me personally, yeah, a lot of times I fried Lamont because y'all said he got on y'all nerves, and Ticket would get into it with him. But some of the motherfucking arguments I started listening to, I just shut the fuck up. Yeah. I told him, I said, I see what you saying. I didn't even disagree with Lamont when we was arguing about reparations that time. I said, you just stupid if that's all you want. Thank you, Dennis. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Phil. Nah, let's not put this on. Lamont ain't do nothing wrong. Lamont ain't do nothing wrong. He not saying that. He not the wrong one in this situation. Like, oh, you taking sides against family. No, I was the nigga that told family before it was ever sides. Before it was ever taking sides, I was the one saying, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. Right? Before it ever got this far, I told him don't do it before it get this far.
Position where he excels. So many things he's not talking about. He's not talking about how Draymond Green's one of the best leaders in the NBA. When you talk about having your team ready to go, right? Making sure other guys are in their right spots defensively and offensively. We've seen Draymond Green literally call out, move guys around, run plays, and the play actually works. We've seen him blow up plays to end games, right? We've seen him do different things, right, that have put the Warriors consistently in a position to win championships year in and year out, especially when those teams can stay healthy. All right, so again, this was the Draymond Green segment right here. As you guys can see, like I said, Ticket TV consistently puts his foot in his own mouth. He uses odd hypotheticals to try to prove his point. So he tries to take things that never happen and use that as to why he's going to discredit a player as opposed to giving a player credit for things that they actually done in real life, right? And putting that into context. And so, again, very weird logic that he's using. These guys really, for the most part, did a great job of making them eat that word. So like I said, they'll soon find out that Ticket's just really low-hanging fruit, a guy that just has a whole bunch of hate. And when you try to come into these debates with that type of logic, you're going to find yourself saying wrong things, like when he said that Dennis Rodman kicked some reporter in San Antonio, and that's why the Spurs traded him. It tells us right there you don't really do a lot of research into the game. Because again, based on the research that I've done, Rodman, that's not why Rodman was forced out of San Antonio. It was due to just kind of cultural and conservative issues in that San Antonio city that they were not willing to continuously put up with some of his shenanigans. But so we have Ticket TV's odd take on Draymond Green. We're going to move forward now. Now we're going to listen to his take in the LeBron Michael Jordan debate, and we all know that he has a channel that thrives off of LeBron James hate, right? We all know if you've done your history on Ticket TV that when he initially started his channel, right, he was actually very appreciative and he just had a lot of praise for a player like LeBron James. But again, we saw a shift in his whole channel. If you do your research on his channel, the shift in his channel is where when he did say anything critical about LeBron James, the subscribers that he had were willing to donate more and then financially compensate him to continue to say those things. So when he saw the donations continue to come in based on the slander that he was throwing at LeBron James.
Gay. You can call him out on this BS, but it don't make no difference. He'll just say ether and all the dick riders will believe him. Now I want to hear what motherfuckers gonna say. Jay Will don't know nothing about basketball. Mm. That's all I'm saying. Now what y'all gonna say? Jay Will don't know nothing about basketball. He's a LeBron stan. Is that what y'all gonna say now? Right. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. I mean, now I want y'all to hear something. Anybody in this LeBron shit? Because I was mad.
Now financially create narratives to hate on LeBron James for reason. And again, if you're a 15-year pro that played at the semi-pro level like he claims he is, these are not normal things that a normal basketball player who's played at a high level would say. These are not things that remember, there's so many pro players that's been on this platform and completely said you're wrong on this. We got 2 pro players on the platform right now who played in the NBA who are going to say he's wrong on this. So many people have said he's wrong on this, but he stands steadfast on his take on LeBron James, primarily because he's incentivized to do so. It's not going to be fiscally responsible for this man to all of a sudden go back on this thing, on the things that he's been saying. And then just admit that LeBron James is a great player. He is incentivized to come with a hateful narrative and a hateful rhetoric. But what we're going to be watching for today is when in his take, and I'm just going to go straight to his take on LeBron James and the Michael Jordan conversation. I want you to look and I want to see if you guys can catch the hypocrisy. Let's go ahead and get to it right
Smash the like and stop eating ball pops.
Dill, I'm gonna let you simmer.
If he in the league for a long time, why he didn't make the playoffs his first 2 years in the league like Carmelo did coming in the league? If he in the league for a long time, why the hell he run from Cleveland and back down for the challenge when Jordan was getting ran over by the Detroit Pistons, stood and held his nuts and went through the challenge?
That's a lie. When Jordan was getting ran down by the Detroit Pistons, the expansion came, helped break him up, and then he went to David Stern and got the flagrant foul rule installed. Go play, baby. Let me do my thing.
Yeah, Ticket. Talk that talk, Ticket.
And build his own team just to create this big ass greatness.
Hold up. Niggas keep saying LeBron built his own team. Jordan didn't build his team, so he didn't want. Hold up. They had Orlando Woolridge and a whole lot of players. They got rid of players because Jordan didn't want them there. George Gervin, Orlando Woolridge. Hold up. Jordan helped build his team. Again, thank you. Then thank you, Showtime. Then another thing. Free agency didn't exist. He couldn't go nowhere like that. He would have if he could have.
You guys pray and say he's the greatest of all time, but when the nigga had a challenge, he ran away from it. I remember Jordan getting beat by Boston Celtics teams that was stacked too. He ain't run, he ain't hide, he ain't no stack to He didn't go get all these other dudes. What did he do? He stand 10 toes down and held his nuts.
He's held it. No, he didn't stand 10 toes down. By standing 10 toes down and holding his nuts, do you mean he waited for Bird's back to get bad, Magic to catch HIV, and Bias to die from cocaine? Because that's what happened. This old rah-rah shit he talking didn't happen.
Went through the grind. Went the hard way. He did the same way Giannis doing it now. Not running up, getting all the best players.
Oh, now he a Giannis guy. Wasn't he the guy that said Giannis ain't gonna win nothing because of Middleton? Wasn't he the guy for a year arguing Giannis ain't gonna win nothing because of Middleton?
On my team. You can't be the GOAT if you had to stack the deck and take a different route. You know.
Hold up. So you can't be the GOAT. In his eyes, y'all, Kyrie and Kevin Love, who never won nothing, was stacking the deck. In his eyes, playing with Lonzo Ball. Look, in his eyes, 800-year-old Rajon Rondo, motherfucking my man Avery Bradley. LeBron probably started COVID if you ask Ticket. This nigga that lost his ever-loving mind. Did this nigga just say you can't do it your own way and be the GOAT? Listen, you got to do it exactly the way another nigga did it.
Wow. Real GOAT took to get the greatness, baby. If Michael Jordan wore sneakers and LeBron James took a private jet to the same place, you can't say you great because you took a different route than this guy did. No, if I'm great, I got to put on them same shoes he put on and take it the same route. And LeBron had that option.
If that's the case, then Jordan ain't greater than Kareem. When did he have to go through racism, segregation, and oppression? Stand up against it and still lead the league in scoring. You hypocritical bastard. If that's the case, then Jordan ain't the GOAT. Ain't that what he just basically said? Jason Williams is a white guy. He looking at Ticket buck in his eye saying, nigga, yeah, you cooning, nigga. Look at Jason Williams. That's the yeah, you cooning, nigga. While Ticket bucking his eyes, hating like shit. Veins popping out his neck, hating on the nigga. Look at Jason Williams. They're hating this nigga. Look at this little non-foundation. I love that hate. Dude over there like, this shit is emotional. Congratulations, my nigga. Now everybody know you the biggest JDR. You the real BPE. You the real BPE. All the niggas that bought the shoes to come fly with me. The Jordan posters. That's the Jordan gonna cry. Clapping for you, Ticket. Talking about. Thank you for buying all the posters and DVDs and watching all the commercials, drinking all the Gatorade and eating all the Wheaties. You the real BPE.
He didn't do that. He switched up. He had to go form super team. He had to pick his team, and the man still lost 6 NBA finals. So what about all them NBA finals losses when he was picking his?
He was making super teams when he lost 6 finals. Nigga, one of them teams was Eric Snow and Drew Gooden and Donyell Marshall. That was a super team. Yeah, this nigga said that. Okay.
Own team. What if Mike had to pick his own team? What if Mike?
Look at Jason Wynn. I don't know if Ticket gonna get invited back on here. What is this? Jason Williams, if he could say the N-word.
What do you have more than 6?
Yeah,
Ticket. 6 games in the NBA finals.
Yeah, ticket.
Look at this dick.
Cap.
Headshot.
Michael Jordan was starting. Are you done?
Headshot.
Michael Jordan started at the point. Michael Jordan was averaging the triple double, so they took him off the point.
What?
Sports know that.
Are we done?
Double, so they took him off the point. That's a fact. So
Okay.
And then when you look at career stats, God act like LeBron blowing out the category with assists, 2 assists more, 1 rebound more.
Okay.
That ain't nothing.
Fact.
He played in the tougher era.
Fact.
He played through more physicality.
Fact.
LeBron James tried. He
Fact.
ran. He was a dude in D-Wade that was already a world champion, already a Finals MVP. He picked another dude that was top 5 in his draft class with Chris Bosh. That showed weakness to me. That don't show strength. The motherfuckers I know, they really want to go through it. They really want to go through the grind. They really want to see how great they are. That's why I respect dudes like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why? Because he didn't run. He didn't go stack it. He didn't go put the best guys on his team. That's what you see in LeBron and KD and all these dudes do. Run around here, run to the greatest team, win a championship, raise their hand and say I'm the best in the world. No, motherfucker, you got to go through the same line that all them other dudes did. The same shit Reggie Miller had to do.
Now, stop right there. Now, before Samaki Walker just completely eat this Ticket TV, I want to see if you guys in the chat caught the hypocrisy, right? Listen to all this slander that he's just trying to throw at LeBron James. He's just trying to find any negative narrative that he's created in his mind that sounds good, that he thinks might galvanize other LeBron James haters in the chat. He's just spewing it. He's not thinking about it. He's just spewing it, letting it run off his mouth. None of it's making sense. It's not logical. It's not basketball related. It's not something that a guy who's supposedly
Actually he's 6'9", and you dick riding like that, Jack.
Makes no sense. Remember, you're dealing with 2 other guys.
So
if you don't believe
my cousin's
else,
6'9".
you call
What is
everybody
that?
else LeBron. If you call him LeBron James stands, well, then you got 2 NBA players on here that have both said that they got LeBron James.
What do that got to do with you being a dick rider?
Let out with those 2 guys. If I'm not credible enough, which you guys know how I feel about the argument. If other people who say it aren't credible enough, you got 2 NBA pros over here who are saying it, who've been through the so-called grind that Ticket TV is talking about. Ticket TV's never been through an NBA grind. He doesn't know what the NBA grind is. These 2 do. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to identify the same team being great. It's a detriment to Draymond Green. But in Jordan's
I want him with the other brother.
case,
You can put him in any situation and he gonna be who
I think Lamont got sidetracked.
he is.
I don't think that was Samaki Walker. That's somebody else. Yeah, I'm about to say. Motherfuckers gotta understand. Nobody else gets theirs in a Michael Jordan situation. In a LeBron James situation, you could have another 20 points, 20 plus point score, another 18 and 10 or 18 and 9 guy, and 5 guys hovering around 8 to 10 points. In a Michael Jordan offense, you got 1 guy scoring 30. Everybody else, look, the most talented man in the world could only average 19, 20 with him. Everybody else, and this was even till he was old. Even till he was old. A Michael Jordan system is nobody else gets the ball. I get to shoot all the shots. Y'all efficient. Kerr, you 3 for 4. And then everybody keep forgetting. Let me type this in real quick. No, I know who you was talking about. I'm talking about a Michael Jordan system. I know you talking about, I'm talking about a Jordan system. Stackhouse got traded for Rip Hamilton. They were 18-point-a-game scores. Yeah. And Stackhouse had to fight him to average 20 points a game. I'm from DC, jack off. Next time you come to my channel, dick riding, you at least need to know who the fuck you talking. Hey y'all, somebody get this punk out of here. Somebody get this punk out of my chat room, y'all. Get this punk out of here. I about to say shit. Stackhouse and Jordan was arguing with each other. Better whoop Jordan ass what he was ready to do. Stackhouse talk about how he ain't like Jordan ass. I don't blame him. Jordan was a piece of shit. And another thing, y'all be blowing me. Texas T, how many Hall of Famers did Jordan play with? Up, y'all. Everybody keeps saying that Jordan only played with 2 Hall of Fame. Nigga, Kukoc is a Hall of Famer. He played with 3. People keep forgetting. Look, they was arguing about what Rodman did. What Rodman did when Pippen was gone that year. These dumb motherfuckers forget that Tony was coming off his greatest year. He was averaging 18-8 that year. That was Tony's best year as a Bull. 98-99, he averaged 18.8, 7 boards, and 5.6 assists, 1.3 steals. You niggas. Jason Williams, y'all missed that. When they start talking about, oh, Mike carried the team when Pippen was a... No, he didn't. Tony Kukoc averaged Scottie Pippen's 18. Right, Pippen, Rodman, and Kukoc. And if they give Ron Harper his respect, Ron Harper, because that's another thing. They keep acting like, okay, after Jordan retired, them niggas ain't do nothing. Horace Grant and Ron Harper won another championship. Fool. Horace Grant and Ron Harper won another championship. You damn fools. I think so, Boss Life, but they ain't made him one yet. Tyrone 916, a big part. Nigga, we won our first championship with them. That's how big a part they played. They was part of that when Phil was like, okay, we're gonna play that. We're gonna Mike and Scotty, Kobe and Shaq. Exactly. Ron Harper averaged 7, 8 points for the Bulls. That's not my fault that you took a nigga the year before that was averaging 20 and you didn't let him score as much as he could. And you put him on any point guard in the league and he locked him down. Jordan could take stupid ass chances now because he had Pippen and Harper both playing D. Man, Jordan was taking dumbass risks, just jumping. You were like, God damn, who was he checking? Where did he come from? Go look at some of that shit. Go look at some of that Bulls defense. That shit was beautiful. You had that nigga Ron Harper, niggas couldn't get nowhere. Then Pippen had a nigga where you couldn't get off the screen pass. Jordan would just be leaning back, let you throw that lazy jump. Pew. What could you do? That's when they had Rodman and Big Luke Longley clogging up the middle. Y'all keep forgetting they had an illegal defense where you could just single Michael Jordan on one side. They get an illegal defense. Michael Jordan would shoot at least one illegal defense free throw every game. If he played the Knicks, it was at least 2. Sometimes 4 and 5. Y'all niggas keep forgetting that. Defense couldn't even be played the same. You couldn't guard a man, double team a man without the ball. Hell no, Oakley ain't in no Hall of Fame. Yeah, he played with George Gervin. Yeah. Nigga, he did play with George Gervin. George Gervin was still an all-star. He got George Gervin traded. He got Orlando Woolridge traded. Orlando Woolridge wasn't old. It's that Orlando Woolridge wanted to score too. And Jordan was like, nah, nigga, I like this being able to score shit. Yes, George Gervin was on the team. He didn't like George Gervin. He didn't like Orlando Woolridge. They didn't last. That LeBron picked team shit. Everybody pick a team. Right, nigga, I respect you, but you wasn't that. Nigga, what, because you would beat a nigga up? Well, why you ain't MMA fight? That's what you should have did. I beat a nigga up. Why? Because they cooking you? Yeah. That don't impress me. You ain't gonna keep scoring 50 on me. Patrick Beverly will do that. I believe Patrick Beverly will beat a nigga up because they score 40 on him if you let him. But it didn't change. He beat a nigga up who scored 40 on him. Beat his ass. He got 40. I fucked him up though. Right, Showtime. I don't like that shit either. We'll beat a nigga up. They beat a nigga up back then. Yay. We ring this so much. Yo. man, and move your feet. Thank you. Not that wasn't them. That's not real basketball. I remember when guys were slow and unathletic and would punch you because they wasn't quick enough to stay. Nigga, remember some of the niggas that was guarding Jordan? Ronnie the plumber. Uncle Joey. Think of some of the niggas that was guarding Jordan. Uncle Joey from Full House. Jordan playing when most two guards. I want y'all to look this up. I want y'all to look this up for real. I think Gilmore had left. That's how they got George Gervin. They traded him to San Antonio, didn't they? I don't know. I know this much. Think of the niggas that was checking Michael Jordan. Y'all look it up. From 85 to 89, who was the tallest two guard in the NBA? I want y'all to do something for me now. I want y'all to look up who was the tallest shooting guard from 85 to 89 in the NBA. Remember that. It's going to be Elo and Jordan. Dan Marley wasn't a starting two guard. It was Hornacek on the Phoenix Suns with KJ. Nigga, I could tell you almost every backcourt. Burt right with Price and Elo. But it was Craig Elo. And guess what the problem is about Clyde Drexler? He on the West Coast. You guys see him maybe once or twice a year, barring injury. That's the problem with y'all saying Clyde Drexler. You only got to see him once or twice a year. He on the West Coast. What's up? You want me to change you? You want to eat? Okay. And it wasn't even Mullen. It was Mitch Richmond at the Wild. First, it was like Mario Elliott and Askew. It wasn't always Mullen. Because he was they deemed him too slow to be the two guard. Byron Scott was 6'4" in the West Coast. Michael Cooper was taller than him at 6'7". He was off the bench. I'm just saying. Keep shit in context. Tell the truth. Don't be a dick rider and then come in front of ballers and think just because you play ball, everybody think that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, the consensus do not niggas who really play that and really love that game is niggas I know that's diehard Jordan fans that's saying, yeah, young, I just don't know how you can deny him if he break Kareem record. Jeff Malone was 6'4" and a primary jump shooter. Now, out of all those two guards you named, which one of them motherfuckers was high risers? Clyde Drexler, Byron Scott. Out of all them two guards, even Joe Dumars, who was giving Jordan trouble. All of them were jump shooters. So they really gave Jordan no issue to play defense. Darrell Griffith, that's a good one. If cocaine didn't fuck him up all the time, you'd be. Thanks again, Phil. If Cocaine Griffin. Hey, I remember Cocaine Griffin. The nigga name was Cocaine Griffin. When we was kids. I'm great. Type in Cocaine Griffin. Let me say. Enough cocaine, Michael Ray Snifferson. Yeah. Ronnie, the fuck. Cocaine Griffin got drafted in 1980. He was six. Cocaine Griffin was 6'4". Alvin Robinson was 6'4". He was not a high flyer. He was a great defender. Sorry, guys. It wasn't many guys taller than Jordan. That's what Charles Barkley even said. I used to say that about Jordan. He the right height. He the height where he could be taller than a lot of guys who could be considered faster or more skilled, but he taller than them. Then he still quick as them. Then the guys that's taller than them, too slow to stick with him and weren't as athletic. Alvin Robinson was acquitted of everything they accused him of, and they still put him out the league. I remember Shaq chopped the shit out of Alvin Robinson. Yeah. Right. Jordan was a great. I keep saying it. From 90 through 99, Jordan, it was his league. Where have I never said through 90 through 99, it was Jordan league. 91 to 99, Jordan's league. 6 out of them 8 years, it was all about him. The other 2, Hakeem. It was Jordan league. Right. But after Shaq and Kobe and T-Mac and Vince and all that old Jordan shit, yeah, all right, that was nice. Look at these niggas, though. This the problem. You asking the nigga who really respects shit he's never seen. I respect numbers. So Kareem, until past, is the greatest basketball player. That's one. LeBron James is number 2. Wilt Chamberlain is number 3. He got numbers that'll never be passed. Just because I'm biased, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan can come in after those guys. So what we got? Kareem, LeBron, Wilt the Stilt, Magic, and Kobe. Then Michael Jordan could come in. That's 6. He's number 6. That's fair. He the 6th all-time leading scorer, some shit like that, ain't he? That's fair. He got 6 rings. He's 6-0. 6. That's fair. He's 6. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's your list. I ain't mad. Nah, 7. 7. He gotta be 7. He gotta be 7. Bill Russell was 6. Bill Russell was 6 to me. 7 is Jordan. Oh, let me go ahead and get it out. See what I mean? When you look at Texas T, all that proof, but it's his list. I mean, to him, motherfuckers who got greater stats don't matter. He like tennis shoes and Gatorade. That's his thing. That's not my thing. I think their presence is great. I don't like tennis shoes because of motherfucker Michael Jordan. I don't even wear his shoes like that. So he didn't revolutionize. Niggas overplay what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan made himself a whole lot of money. Once niggas look at it like that, they'll stop. Oh, then they could look at his career at a total and respect it for what it really was. You got to see the 6th or 7th greatest. You got to see the 6th or 7th greatest player in the NBA. But if you like me, you got to see the greatest. Magic. I mean, you got to see the greatest play with Magic. Then you got to see LeBron. Then you got to see Kobe. And you got to see Jordan. And you got to see Bird along the way. If you live a nice, long, fruitful, prosperous life. A life. A life of righteousness and goodwill. When you live that kind of life, you can have been ahead of seen it all already. Come on. Let's see how this is. Right. What about T-Mac? That nigga's overrated to me. But again, here we go. Fuck T-Mac. T-Mac is an overappreciated Dominique. T-Mac got all the appreciation Dominique goes at. Shit, I said like 9 niggas. And that's cool too. Shit, that's cool. That's your list. I ain't mad at you. Shit. Right. Fuck T-Mac, man. Yeah, Texas T. I know who will never be better than Jordan. T-Mac. He never. I got to see it, but yeah, talk about I got to see T-Mac. So somebody trying to tell me T-Mac was better than Kobe. All right, what year? No, you talking about a couple of games he was better than Kobe. He scored more than Kobe. In a couple of games, if he wasn't injured, well, nigga, that's part of being better, not getting injured, nigga. Right. Grant Hill was better. Nigga, you seen that there? Grant Hill was better than T-Mac. What's up, sports critic? I know this nigga is gonna. Man, be fair to my brother, sports critic. All right, don't get on him too hard, man. Just niggas. Nigga, be fair to my brother, man. Yes, I put Kobe over LeBron. I mean, over Jordan. I been had did that. Yeah, I been put Kobe over Jordan when he passed Jordan in points. Jordan got 6 rings. He ain't played with Shaq. I know. Shaq couldn't play with a ball hog like Jordan Pryor. AI in my top probably what? Probably 20, 25. But that's sentimental value. But AI is up there. He at least in my top 30 or 40. I can say that with ease. Because it's just some players, even though I like AI better, I can't like Oscar Robertson. I'm not going to put AI over Oscar Robertson. Scottie Pippen. Fuck no, Kyrie ain't over Allen Iverson. Kobe was not more of a ball hog than Jordan. And he was a better shooter. And Kobe had actual defense to worry about. Kobe wasn't as efficient because they made actual rules to make it so you couldn't be as efficient as Michael Jordan. Stop it. They literally made a defensive rule where it will be harder for guards to be as efficient. Stop it. I don't even like Reggie Miller, but Reggie Miller in my top 60, 50 or 60. I ain't gonna dog Kobe. Nah, niggas gotta tell the truth though. You can't sit there and say that Jordan was more efficient than Kobe. Nah, we gotta take the rules in account. Right. Biggs was clogging the lane. What he gave. Thank you, Ty. What he did was different. That's why I keep telling y'all, if Jordan was playing, nowadays he'd be Kobe Bryant. He have to play like Kobe if he want to win, which means he would have to submit that he wasn't a better player than Shaquille O'Neal. AI was not better than Scottie Pippen. Fuck you. Sorry. Fuck you. No. LeBron James, Scottie Pippen. That is the small forward. Julius Erving. That's the best 3 small forwards. That's it. You could throw in Worthy, or if you want to swap Bird in as the small forward, I don't care. No. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. None of you Jordan Dick Riders can be talking about how Scottie Pippen is not, the second greatest small forward in the world. You motherfucking right. Bird did all that shit when it wasn't no Scottie. That shit couldn't happen if Scottie was playing. Bird couldn't get that shit off. Yeah, they took hand checking off of George too. Wasn't no such thing as hand checking. Hand checking been illegal since 78. So stop with the hand checking shit. What you talking about? Scottie Pippen, the greatest perimeter defender in the NBA. If Michael Cooper could be Larry Bird's kryptonite, what could Scottie Pippen do? Then he'll run down the court and dunk on Bird. Then he'll pluck Bird. Then he'll grab 12 rebounds. No, don't do that. Allen Iverson not better than Scottie Pippen. Allen Iverson more famous than Scottie Pippen. Allen Iverson more loved than Scottie Pippen. But he not better than Scottie. That's in your opinion. Bird not greater than Pippen to be. He's not. Don't believe the hype. I about to say, so you know Bird can't guard Scottie Pippen, right? But Scottie Pippen can guard Larry Bird. So I don't get your motherfucker. Like I said, yeah, numbers matter, but actual play style and who the players were. Right, I was about to say, you got Kawhi over Scott. Why? What did Kawhi Leonard do to make you niggas really think he was good? Dijon, go. What did he do? Go. Go. What did he do? Let's look at it this way. Because here's my point. All Kawhi did was play with 3 Hall of Famers. All Kawhi did was play with 3 Hall of Famers and be the third best guy. No, he didn't. Kawhi didn't play most of that year. Kawhi didn't play most of that year. They got them into the playoffs. Then when you figure they had Kyle Lowry, All-Star, Hall of Famer, Marc Gasol, former All-Star and great 6-man, Serge Ibaka, Fred VanVleet, All-Star, Pascal Siakam, All-Star. And guess what? He didn't lead Toronto nowhere. Toronto was exactly where the year before Kawhi came. Go. So Toronto wasn't in the playoffs before Kawhi got there, right? Toronto lost in the first round before Kawhi got there, right? Toronto got swept in the second round, right? Toronto was already a champion and was already the only team That was the team that lost to LeBron in the Eastern Conference Final. LeBron had just left. Kawhi beat Golden State with Steph Curry. That was it. Nigga, please. Stop it. It's not Scottie Pippen. Kawhi guarded who? Yeah, Kawhi's a good defender. Stop with that great defender shit. Who did he shut down? Because the last time I saw, Kawhi ain't shutting nobody down. Y'all just keep talking about the one time LeBron. Last time I checked, he ain't shut down no Giannis. He didn't shut down no goddamn, you a Giannis lie. Last time I checked, y'all keep talking about how he shut down LeBron. Y'all keep talking that shit. That was in 2000 when? When the last time you saw Kawhi shut somebody down? LeBron was averaging like 40 against the Clippers with Kawhi. I was about to say, because they had Siakam and Ibaka blocking his shot. He wasn't even checking Giannis. I was about to say, Luka was fucking him up. Nigga, they didn't put no Kawhi on him. Stop that fucking line. Fuck is you talking to? They ain't put Kawhi on him. After game 2, they didn't put Kawhi on him. They put Siakam on him and had Ibaka shadowing. Kawhi was just chasing around motherfucking Middleton. You a black ass lie, nigga. Stop. They built a wall. They didn't need to use Kawhi like that. Fuck is you talking about? He ain't checked the best player since 2016, nigga. Watch the tape. He ain't checked nobody good since 2016. He locked down. He wasn't checking them. That was Siakam. Y'all niggas is crazy. He shut down. The whole team was out there hacking the shit out Giannis. He shut him down. The whole team was hacking Giannis. What year was that again? I almost forgot. So much has happened since then. I just almost. What year was that? And last time I checked, the nigga y'all talk about ain't played in 2 years. Okay, nigga. All right. the last time I checked, the nigga you talk about ain't done shit in 2 years. I don't remember that. I don't know nothing about no knees. I just know about excuses. Thank you. All I know about is excuses. Because y'all teaching me right now. Again, Bernard King was a bad motherfucker. Averaging 30s and busting ass. We don't get to call him the greatest small forward because of bad knees. See, I'm from a different era. Where bad knees count too. We be like, too bad, so sad, bad knees. Well, you was good when you played, but you didn't play enough to be great. BGH, your run should be gone if you ever lie and say Kawhi led the San Antonio Spurs, who that whole season was led by Duncan. That nigga was averaging 16 points. He wasn't averaging 83 points a game. If you ever lie on this channel again and say he led, if you ever lie on my channel again, talk about a nigga who didn't play the whole season. So them games where Kawhi was load managing, remember he ain't played like the first 15, 20 games of that year that they won the championship in Toronto. They was like 17-3. That don't count. Or Kawhi was leading them. Where? He wasn't even on the bench. The games he load managed, they was like 22-12. That nigga was Draymond Green on that Spurs team. Make a three, play some good defense. That nigga was Draymond Green. He ain't lead nothing. You better get the fuck out of here. He didn't play all the season that year. Right. Don't you ever come on here with that bullshit. They just plugged him in the Sean Elliott spot and he was a little bit better. That's the truth. Don't never come in here with that lie. We giving Kawhi his just due. He's a very good player when he plays. What else you want us to say? Come on. What else you want us to say? When he play, he good. But that's when he play, and that counts. Right, Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum got a ring. I look like a goddamn fool. He led the Lakers to 2 rings. Andrew Bynum, one of the greatest centers of the 2000s. He led the Lakers to 2 rings. They couldn't do it without him. Won't even talk about Andrew Bynum no more. And if Kawhi Leonard stay injured and don't show up, you won't talk about that nigga no more. And the fact that you niggas is on record saying that he was ever as great as Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, you gonna look like a bunch of goofies. You are. Stop saying that. He was the greatest Scottie Pippen. What? This nigga got 6 rings. Nah, he played with Jordan. Okay. This nigga played with Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, and he only got 1 ring out of it. Yeah, this man was pivotal in all 6 rings. You ask me, he should have been MVP of the first one. He beat the Lakers. We could match Jordan. We couldn't match what Scottie was doing. He was doing everything. A lot of people say, and the third look. Damn, Up Y'all. That's mean. Up Y'all said, nigga don't play over 70 games. He a role player to me. Hey, and you know what? You know why that ain't wrong what he said? Kiki Vandeweghe used to average like 30, but couldn't play more than 50 games. My father would be like, man, that nigga a bum. He always hurt. Like, this nigga averaged 30 points a game. He's hurt all the time. What fucking difference do it make? You ain't got it. It's sitting on the bench. Now, that's the difference between the old school and the new school when they say it's pussy shit. That's some pussy shit. If the nigga hurt all the time, that count. It's a tough game. I know it's always been, nigga, but other niggas have played through it. You gotta do it. You sound crazy. Ain't nobody discrediting what Kawhi did. Kawhi's not better than Julius Erving, nigga. Are you mad? Why would I take Larry Bird over Kawhi? As far as physical attributes, I would want Kawhi, but Bird gonna actually play. I don't know if Kawhi needs gonna be hurt. Then Bird still will put Kawhi on his back and shoot over him. The claw in his hand so big, and he get LeBron problems. LeBron was still dropping 27, 28. He just had to work for it. And I get that to him. Kawhi made him work for it. But don't go making this myth up that. Right, Brandon. Say real shit. Y'all acting like Kawhi better than James. Is Kawhi better than James Worthy? You are horrible. That's what you trying to say. I see. Go ahead. Go get a pamper and some wipes. Barry, bring her wipes and a pamper. Bring her wipes and a pamper. I need to change. Y'all need to be real though. So Kawhi not better than James Worthy, right? Shalom, Michelle. Cuz niggas talking about Kawhi better than Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is better than James Worthy. I saw it with my own eyes. It didn't just come. And what I'm saying, people act like, oh, just prime for prime. Yeah, I would want Scottie Pippen before I want James Worthy. I think Scottie Pippen, if Scottie Pippen played with Magic Johnson, imagine how many points Scottie would average if Scottie Pippen played with Magic Johnson. Mm-hmm. You stink. That's not funny. Oh, it is. With that.
Right behind you. No.
That's not funny. Because you stink. Take that bag. No, the bag. Hold on. Now let me finish wiping. Yeah. But right. Scottie Pippen is better than James Worthy. But Kawhi not better than James Worthy. So how can that be that Kawhi better than Scottie Pippen? It can't be. It can't be. So we gotta stop. All we gotta do is look at search and be like, could I put Scottie Pippen in the wing with Magic Johnson? Yeah. Can I put Kawhi in the wing with Magic Johnson? Yeah. Right. Kawhi is like a stack house with good D. For real, if it wasn't for the rent, Kawhi is like a stack house style player, for real, with good D. That's a good comparison. T-Mac less athletic because Kawhi got talent. Kawhi has always been talented. I remember that nigga was a power forward. What was that, San Jose or San Diego State? One of them joints. Steve Fisher was the coach. He was the undersized forward. Man, Kawhi was, Kevin McHale niggas. Backing them down, turn them around. Yeah, Kawhi better than Kiki Vandeweghe. I thought it was San Diego State. No, sit it outside. Yeah, nigga, we gotta be honest, y'all. I love y'all, but stop the bullshit. We gotta take into account Kawhi Leonard. Them 2 rings he got was on 2 teams. One team that was a championship team already, and one team that could sniff the finals. Only problem, they had LeBron James, who went to the West, got put out with the Lakers, and he wasn't even a factor. Then you had to play Kevin Durant, and the team to beat was Kevin Durant, Clay, and Steph Curry. And remember, I was telling y'all, I said they're not gonna win this year. I picked Milwaukee, but I said, well, Toronto beat them, so Toronto gonna win. I said KD gonna get hurt. They overplaying. I told everybody what would happen. I told y'all who would win, what would happen, who would get hurt, all that shit. I told you niggas would get hurt. Jeff was talking to me on the phone. Say Less was talking to me on the phone about that. Said, nigga, you told me that, Jeff, you don't understand that. KD and all that going back to back championships, that shit wears on your body. Why you think Mike retired for a year and a half? And then after that, he retired for damn near good. Know why? That's too much. That's a lot on your body, man. I said LeBron didn't do it, and he ain't gonna do it either. Yeah, you got Minnie Mouse. Go on, go play, baby. Yeah. And I told her, I said, all that. I said, that shit happened with the Lakers. Going back to back 2 times after a while, niggas start getting hurt. shit, in the old times, in the middle of the 80s, in the beginning of the 80s, shit, if you had an old player and you made a run, the Lakers had to get rid of them niggas. It was hard to get back and win. Remember, the Lakers won against Philly, went back and lost, went back and won. They had to get rid of niggas by then and bring in some young niggas and trade for Michael Thompson and get in James Worthy, get Jamal Wilson, Bob McAdoo out of there. They had to do a lot of different moving around to get younger players. Right. Kareem was the only old nigga left. See, I know what I'm talking about. Niggas is getting tired and getting hurt. I knew that shit was over too when we came back. Yeah, like you said, the Hornets, Nick. We was losing to all kinds of teams we shouldn't have lost to. I said Kobe and them tired. Marc Gasol ain't got no legs. Up, y'all. Then a nigga was going to a steady dose of the Olympics. We just right. Then think about it. LeBron went to like 2 or 3. LeBron and Carmelo too. Nah, I don't do that online shit. I think that's the dumbest shit ever. Plus, I don't be playing a lot of games. My son was playing Xbox over my brother's house online, right? Just having random niggas shoot me. Nah, I feel some type of way about that. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm minding my business. These niggas is just hating and shooting at me for no reason. Nah, I don't play that. I feel some type of way. Really, I do. I do. Like, you bitch ass nigga. Minding my business on my man. Nah, I was cussing her. I said, Jabari, cut that shit down. Play regular. That shit all these hating ass niggas. It's a group of hating ass, and then it's just always some Spanish voice or some. Nah, ain't no Spanish dude virtually killing me. Right. You ain't virtually killing me. Nigga, I'll whoop your ass. You ain't just shooting me on no video game, bitch ass nigga. Y'all laughing at me, but I do. I feel some type of way. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't just shooting me on no game, nigga. Like we know each other. Don't play with me like that. We don't know each other. What the fuck you doing the police job for anyway? It's grand theft. Huh? What you say, Papa? Right. If I do, I play on the regular system, the regular way. Beat the game and then cut it off. All that old niggas just not there buying virtual shit. Nah, it's just some old way for them to get you spend some more money. Fuck you. I don't even want to play no game that much. Hey, did you subscribe to this? Subscribe to these nuts. Everybody wants you to subscribe. Wants you to subscribe to this network, that network. PlayStation them started this old shit. Yeah, nigga, you can hear their voices. They be talking, if they got headsets, you can hear them. Hey, yeah, I shot him. Yeah, I'm an old head, dog. You can't do that shit now. You want some old bullshit. What's up, Sco? Yeah, nigga, I ain't shoot me on no video game. He playing and shit. I'm minding my business. I'm saying, who is this nigga? Essay for life or some shit like that. Now I'm driving. Now I done forgot everything I'm doing. I'm trying to hunt this. I would be like, nah, he killed you. Nah, you gotta kill him back. Jabari, like, I'm trying to go on my, but he gonna keep trying to kill you. Everywhere Jabari went, he blowing Jabari up. Jabari got good at that shit at the wow. He started lighting them niggas up. He was playing motherfucker, what was that? Gears of Wars. I said, yeah, play this online. He was tearing them white boys up. Jabari was pow, 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 pow. He was sneaking and creeping. He was lighting them white boys. I said, yeah, and you can play this online. But I don't want him to play that online. He was too good. I said, I know white boy. This fucking nigga. Yeah, I don't know why they say that. Right, exactly. Tell the truth. If you got kids, you'll get some Xbox beef. You want that PS1, you want that PS5 smoke. Right, Moonwalker. Echo the Dolphin. Kids will cuss you out now. I gotta say, you know the kids will cuss you out. Fuck this, Dad. This is why white. This is bull, Dad. This is why white kids shoot up the house. Get out of here. This is why white kids shoot up a house, Dad. See? That's if you try to give a kid nowadays a saying. Hush! She trying to do her white guy. Yeah. You hear, Trina? Charles Barkley basketball. I ain't even know he had. I wouldn't buy nothing Barkley. I hated Barkley. Live 97. I used to love live, all the live. I played live until niggas started playing 2K. And I played 2K. I used to play the old 2K anyway, though. I used to play. Charles Barkley, shut up and jam. It just looked like it. Less cool. Shuck and jive and jam. What kind of jumps was you doing? The buck dancing back down. The pick and coon. A 360 Sambo slam. That's what you could do. Yeah, Kobe on 64. Kobe basketball. I ain't had none of that shit. I had live NBA Showdown, and then it became 2K. Seriously, I had live NBA Showdown. I had the 2K for the Dreamcast. Had none of that shit, y'all. All that shit y'all playing was goofy. I ain't even had real players on the shit. Who had David Robinson Supreme Court basketball with a nigga named Slow Moses and Flash Trinity? Get it, Tecmo. Finley, Nash, and Van Exel. Yeah, I used to fuck them up. I used to fuck them up with Kobe and Shaq. I would jam on them. Kobe. So, we used to love that shit when we was kids. Yeah, y'all had them motherfucking games with the teams that had the real names and shit. Yeah, I ain't played none of them games with named after basketball player because they didn't have the real teams. They wasn't licensed to have the team. They just say Los Angeles, Chicago, Boston, Washington. They all be the wrong colors and shit. New York be gold and the Lakers be New York colored. Nah, nigga. Y'all niggas, no. Because by then I was buying my own video game. That's for y'all niggas couldn't afford to buy y'all own games. I'm sorry for y'all. That wasn't me. I could get I mean, don't get me wrong. My father was like that at first, though. Like when Nintendo first came out, I ain't get it. I got it a year later. And then I won a Mike Tyson Punch Out. That's when the came. That nigga got me Ring King. But I like Ring King better than Mike Tyson. By the time I got Mike Tyson Punch Out, shit, I was in love with Ring King. So I know how you niggas feel. But once I got old enough to get my own shit, that's what I did. I got the shit I wanted as soon as I got. So y'all niggas, I understand. Yeah, Ring King was because I could knock a nigga out the ring. Woo! Once I saw you can knock a nigga out the ring. Yeah, that shit was too expensive. Black families going to debt trying to buy a Nintendo. Shit. Let y'all niggas know, I ain't stupid. Dude, hit that nigga with the hook. He go, dude, with that hook. Yeah, WrestleMania and all them. Yeah, now them because you had the real wrestlers. Just like I ain't like to play 10-yard fight and all that shit after they had the games. Like when Tecmo came out, I ain't want to play no other football game till Madden came out. Niggas like, did you like Joe Montana? I'm like, no. It wouldn't even say that's Walter Payton, number 6. And then it wasn't even the running back. No. You will play John Elway. No, I don't want to play none of that whack shit. I want some shit with the nigga's name. Remember when coon ass Herschel, a trucker nigga on Dallas? That's why that nigga talk like that. All them hits he took on the head on Tecmo. That's what I want to play. Play that old whack shit you got. Like LVZ Boozy. Yes, nigga. I ain't want to play none of that. I ain't want to play none of that whack shit. You play Randy Moss? What? No. You didn't play no Randy Moss football club. No. Nigga, game day in Madden. Why you play game day over Madden? Because all of the shit you can do on Madden was on game day first. From the juke button to the stiff arm button. All that shit was on Madden first. I mean, on game day first. And then Madden took it. The direct pass, that was on game day 3 years before Madden came up with directional passing, total control passing, where you control how you pass the football. Right. These niggas, we said these niggas playing Ken Griffey basketball. Nah, y'all niggas playing games where his name ain't Jordan. He play a 99. No, I'm not playing that shit. Go in the living room with your uncle. Didn't I see? Man. Yeah, Jordan versus Bird. That shit was lame. That shit was lame as shit. And everybody picked Bird. Because you could fuck Jordan up with Bird. Just shoot. As soon as you get Jordan, you could end up running around him and you keep dribbling around. But Bird used to fuck Jordan versus Bird. Man, he used to fuck people up with Bird. Because his threes counted for two. That shit. Y'all niggas remember them old days, them old video game days. I don't play the games no more like that. I had my fun. I don't like how these youngins will lose a whole childhood playing video games. Contra, up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start, nigga. Is that what you asking me? Is that what you asking me, nigga? What you asked me about? Up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Is that what you asked me about, man? Is you questioning my gamer knowledge, man? Don't do that. Don't play with your brother. Me and Jabari beat Contra. Nigga, me and Barry beat Contra. Oh man. 504 hit the nigga with the code. You gonna ask what I know about Contra. Jabari. Yeah. Didn't me and you beat Contra? Contra. Did me and you beat that? You know what I'm talking about? The old little video game that's on Nintendo. When I get the 80 men, yeah, when I get the 50 man and I do the code.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And man, you beat that before.
Yeah, I remember that.
The code gave you what 30 or 50 men. And like 30 or 50 extra lives.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. You used to whip some ass.
Well, that was that like a cheat code or something like that?
Yeah, that's an old cheat code. Somebody asked what I know about Contra. What I know about Contra. Shit, Jabari know about Contra. That's a cause that game like 35 years old, 40 years old. That game.
Say it's probably somewhere about 30 or 50.
Nah, about 35. Cause it came out when it was like 8 or 9. Well, Contra came out with, but it was in the motherfucking arcades since like 84, 83. Cause I remember like Spy Hunter. Y'all remember the old Dungeons and Dragons that was like a cartoon video game? And the Space Ace game with the motherfucking 3D joints where it was like a cartoon at the arcade. Y'all remember that? Let me see if I can pull that out. I used to love that joint. Space Ace arcade game. There you go. Pull it up. You keep on, I ain't gonna give you no peach cobbler. Did you eat your food yet? You ain't make your dinner yet.
Oh no, I just ate it. Yes.
Look at that gentleman. I just seen Dragon's Lair. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember them video games? Jabari. These used to be the best video games when we was kids. Dragon's Lair. It was a cartoon like video game. Y'all remember Dragon's Lair? I remember Dragon's Lair. I remember Space Ace. I remember all that good shit. Alright, but let me get off of here for my princess destroys my room.
All before she falls in the ground.
Yeah, at least falls.
She pulling the things.
Stop. You bad midget. LVZ, man. One love, man. We gotta get the hell up out of here. Have a good night. Yeah, Donkey Kong and Rampage. Barry played all that. Street Fighter. Killer Instinct. Never saw Dragon's Lair? Yeah, I used to play Dragon's Lair, and it was a junk called Space Ace. They was like cartoon video games, though. But good looking, man. Y'all look that shit up. We're gonna give her some peach cobbler. Sit down and see what the hell's going on, man. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to you, Phil. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that, man. Phil looking out for me in the chat.
Bye-bye, everyone, and bye, be dragged away.
All right, y'all. You gonna say bye, Mimi? Come say
No,
bye.
Say bye to them.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.